This is the fastest arrow I've built. How do I know? Let me show you. Hello again, I'm the Toothless Archer, and today I'm looking at the Garmin Xero C1, and I guarantee you I butchered saying that name. So if you know I did, leave a comment down below. Tell me how bad I am at saying this. Basically, this is a chronograph, something that could be used to measure projectile speed. It is compact, it is small, it is made by Garmin, so it's going to be a little bit expensive, but it is very good at what it does. Basically, what it does is it can measure bullet speeds, called FPS, feet per second. It can measure air rifle, so like pellet guns and things like that, and it can also measure compound bow or bow speeds, arrow speeds. Today we're just going to go over a brief look at it and my thoughts on having it. Now, I bought this about 5 months ago now, and it cost 600 US dollars. I think I spent about 750 Canadian for it. I bought it specifically because a lot of sites nowadays give you sight tapes, but the sight tapes are based on FPS speeds. That, and I just want to know how fast I am shooting. It has quite a few options. It has an attached phone application that you can use that'll give you a lot more information, allows you to track it over time. Things like if you change arrow weights or change arrow types or even change your strings, which I'm doing very shortly, lets you know if you've gotten better improvements out of it, if anything, or if you've even lost weight. It's a good way to check to see if it seems like your arrows aren't quite hitting where they were. Check if your strings have stretched out, your cables have stretched a bit or anything like that, and you lost a little bit of speed. Now, for my testing, I'm using my Matthews Phase 4 33 bow. This bow I've had since 2023. This is the second set of strings I've had on it. These are the Gas X. I don't remember the specific brand. I'll add it down here somewhere. But these are the Gas X bowstrings. They are being replaced with the System X bowstrings later today. So I came out here to get some idea of speed. I have 65-pound mods on it right now. I do sometimes shoot with 70, but because I don't get to get out to the range a lot, 70 pounds is a lot for my weak little arms. And these cables have stretched a bit. I put these on last year, early, probably March of 2024. And they have lost a little bit. So I think they're sitting about 63 to 64 pounds. Just my draw length is 30.5 inches, so I gain a little bit of speed from that. Easton Axis long range 4mm. 468. RIP TKO. 447. RIP Extreme Velocity. RIP XVs. 402. Maximizing distance. RIP XVs as well. 363. Easton long range. Hunting arrow, victory, RIP TKO. Victory, RIP XV. Victory, RIP XV TAC 2025. Let's have an overview of the application here. It's called the Garmin Shot View app. Go into that. And this is kind of the screen here. It shows you all your most recent sessions of today especially. And just kind of all the list here so you can check it on your phone. If you tap on one of these, it'll give you even more information. how many shots were taken, your kinetic energy, FPS of the arrow, the spread, standard deviation, all the kind of statistics that you might want to see. And it shows you the max and the minimum. So if you do many shots with it, 10, 20, get a good feel of what the speed is across many arrows, you should be just fine. And then down here, it will show you all the various information per shot that you took. And at the very bottom, it'll show you the projectile weight, which you can change and let it recalculate later on in case you need to redo it here. All right, let's go over some of the features of this Garmin. As you can see, it's very small, it's very compact, easy to put into a backpack of any type. You have a charging port here, USB-C. It does run on an internal battery. It has a USB-C port here. And the battery charge will last probably upwards of, I don't know, 6-8 hours of constant use, which is enough for most people. Probably going to charge it once a year unless you're really using it to check arrow speed. Top here, you got 4 buttons. All right, you have power in the middle, and also it's the go back button in the menus. You have the OK to select the menus, and you have up and down to navigate with. On the bottom, this is a standard kind of connector. Basically attaches to most current tripods of any sort. As an example here, I just have a little dinky one that I have for one of my GoPros. And it literally just screws right on. Just like a GoPro would, or a camera or anything else. And there you go, it's on, and that's the best way to use it. Doesn't come with its own stand like some of the more proper bigger chronographs that you see nowadays, but this works just fine. Now we turn it on, and immediately it comes here. As you can see, you can go new session, history, and settings. Settings just lets you change the units, what the color of the display is, backlight, so you can make it brighter or darker, timeout, so it shuts on or off if needed, and just things you can check on further. I haven't messed around much with this. I may do a follow-up if I choose to, but given what I need out of it, I don't need most of the advanced settings on this. So if I go back to this menu, history, this just gives you a quick check of all your most recent sessions you've had. As you can see, I've done 4 sessions today for this video, and it gives you the time, the date, and how many shots per session. Also tells you what type with the arrow on the left here. If you go into one of the sessions, you can go into the session summary. It gives you the average, standard deviation. If you go into the session summary itself, shows you the minimum, the maximum, average, and all the various information you might want, including kinetic energy that's based on the weight of the projectile. Now to start a new session, you just go to new session, click OK, and here you can see the options. You got rifle, pistol, bow, air rifle, and other. This covers like 99% of what people would use this for. In my case, of course, I'm using a bow, so I go into here, ask you if you want your projectile weight added to it, so I can give you kinetic energy values. I mean, that's up to you. Some people might want it, some might not. It lets you set the projectile weight if you do select yes, and this is grains. And then it shows you where you need to place the Garmin in relation to your arrow going off. Now, it doesn't have to be this close. You can be back a little bit from the Garmin. The big thing here is you need to be between 5 inches and 15 inches above the Garmin. I believe this part here is what actually does the measuring. So it just determines how it tracks. You select OK, and then you're set up, and then you just shoot, and it'll go through the process perfectly fine. Give you a good idea what that looks like when I shoot. Here you go. And there you go. So that's my overview of the Garmin Xero C1 chronograph. Useful tool, can give you a lot of information about your bow, your arrows, or any projectiles you might be using. And again, with a lot of sight tapes, especially as you get into the higher ranges, they base their sight tapes on speed of the bow. There are better ways to do it, but it's a solid start, and you need to figure out what that speed is. And not everybody will have a chronograph at their local archery shop or even on their own. Now, my one thing here is simply this: is this worth the $600? It is. I think you can catch it on 550 right now on Amazon if you wanted to. Probably not. Not unless you're really going to use this a lot or you're buying it for your friend group or whatever, just to have like everybody pitches in a little bit for it. Easy to use. The battery lasts a very long time unless you're constantly using it, and can give you that important information for tuning your bow, just for checking if everything's correct when you get out to wherever you're hunting camp, and just verifying everything's good as. So that's it today. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, you can like and subscribe. Below, leave a comment, again, telling me how badly I pronounced the name on it. Also, if you want to see some of my other stuff, there are additional videos on my channel, including one I recently just did on the DJI mic that I use all the time for my videos. You'll find that video somewhere around here that you can click on. But this is Toothless Archer signing off. Have a good day.